welcome back to my channel. If you are new to the channel, my name's Gemma and I'm losing weight following a calorie controlled diet. Today is the 1st of November and I've been AWOL for about a week now. So I had a little operation on Monday, been off with the kids, felt a little bit under the weather, and I've took it out on food. So I've just eaten so much food this week, it's unbelievable. So I didn't weigh in on Saturday, and if I did, I think it would have been about an half stone gain. That's what I do. I turn to food, and I think I'll always be like that. So it's just about getting straight back on it. So this week, Monday to Friday, obviously, because I've missed the weekend, I will be having 1,330 calories each day. I'm going to strip it back to like 1,200, but my body's just not ready for that. So 1,330. I'm just waiting for bruising on my chest to go down, and then I will start exercising again. But at the minute, till the bruising and the where they cut me to obviously inject it has healed, I won't be going to the gym. So I just thought I'd just have a little chat as well about why I've had the operation, because I know I've mentioned it in a couple of my vlogs, but I know a few have been like private message me and asking me and things like that. So I've always had issues with what's called vasovagal syncope, and it's fainting. So a lot of people have vasovagal syncope and you have different triggers. So the way I'm a little bit different, because vasovagal syncope is your vagal nerve that goes from your brain to your heart, and when you faint, it'll just go like that. The vein will hold itself and stop the circulation to your heart, and then you collapse, and then it releases and you're fine. Mine doesn't release. It just keeps holding on, which causes my heart to stop. So it happened a few times when I was younger. I used to have IBS, and the pain, I'd wake up on the bathroom floor, or even I've woke up in toilets in pubs and restaurants, and that was set off by IBS. Then I didn't know what the diagnosis were. I just thought it were part and parcel of irritable bowel syndrome. But when I had my son Alex and changed my diet slightly, I no longer had IBS, and to this day I still don't. So we're absolutely fine. And then in 2009 I had food poisoning, and this caused me to collapse. I ended up being resuscitated and my heart stopped for, I want to say, I'm just having a look at the sheets now, I want to say it were about 30 seconds, something like that, but it doesn't say on here. I were in coronary care unit for a week, and when I collapsed, I was brought into A&E, obviously stretcher with the ambulance, and all the doctors around me and the specialist were discussing my age, saying how young I were, because at the time, 2009, how long ago that? So I would have been in my 20s. And they were discussing how young I were, and that I'm too young for a pacemaker. So listening to these conversations, I thought, wow, it must be quite serious what's happened to me. And then I went up onto coronary care, and again I didn't realise how serious it were until people came and told me that how long my heart had stopped for. I had people asking what I'd seen on the other side. So I'm thinking, well, it's strange for people to be asking me this, and like I'm only in my 20s, I ain't got a clue what's happening. Everyone around me talked about pacemakers, and it was quite scary when it happened. I'd got bruising where I'd kept fainting onto the floor because I kept coming round and then fainting. And and they decided that the trigger at that time was vomiting, which was caused by the food poisoning. So every time I vomited, I passed out. And then once I'd passed out once, that were it. You just keep passing out. You can't come back. So I had all the tests, loop recorders fitted. By loop recorder, it were one that you put on the outside. I went on, did the treadmill test, the tilt test, all that jazz. And then I were absolutely fine. I've had little episodes, but again, I didn't think they were linked to that. I thought that must have just been a one-off. I used to have to carry a card just to say that if I collapsed, to phone an ambulance. I had to take anti-sickness medication for a couple of years. And then from 2009, I had nothing major happen till the next episode, which was on, let's see if it's got the date on here. Should have the date on here, I would imagine. March 2019. Yeah, March 2019. So 9th of March. So I'd been out in couples. We'd just gone out, I think it was about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. But on this day I was on Slimming World, and if anyone's like me, when you go to get weighed, I went to get weighed that Saturday morning. I'd not eaten or drank anything. I got weighed. I had a can of pop with my dinner. Didn't drink anything else. And then I went out and I had vodka and Diet Coke. And what happened is that vodka and Diet Coke stripped my body of all my liquids. So it dehydrates you. So my body had no liquid in. I was totally dehydrated. And that caused my body to go in shock, and it caused me vasovagal syncope. So we were in a club in Sheffield, if anyone knows it. It's called Cubanas. It's a Cuban restaurant, and I collapsed in there. My heart stopped for 25 seconds. I had to have external pacemaker to bring me back. I collapsed quite a few times and showed an heart block. There were ventricular standstill. I were on cardiac monitor in hospital for another week. And again, they decided not to fit a pacemaker because of my age. At that time, I was 38. Since then, I've had a few episodes and nothing major like that. I've had a few episodes where you go lightheaded. I've had what they thought were silent migraines. Felt like I'm going to collapse. Lost my vision. Middle of the night, a couple of nights, if I'm woken up suddenly, it can cause me to when you know you're having heart problems, you'll sweat and you'll get really hot and you'll feel like you're going to collapse, and that's usually due to your heart. So yeah, I've had MRIs, different scans. I've had different tests, another tilt test, another treadmill test. And because of these issues that I've been having, and because I've turned 40, they're now considering the pacemaker a little bit more. So in order to find out if these other issues are related to my syncope, they needed to know for sure. So I had the operation. I'll put a clip of what they've done. So what they do, I don't know if I've got a picture actually, let me have a look. They insert a chip, and that's the chip, and they insert it in your chest under your skin, and it'll read your heartbeat constantly. And you get an app that if you have any issues, so this morning after the school walk, I went really lightheaded, felt like I'm gonna faint. So I pressed it, I calmed myself down, got a drink, got something to eat. But when I press it, it'll send the recording to Sheffield Hospital, so they'll know whether it's something else or whether it's related to the syncope. So this chip in my chest will be fitted for up to 2 years. Obviously, the episodes I've had were 10 years apart, the major ones. So it's just a case of just waiting to see if this reads anything. Obviously, if it does, then it's going to be pacemaker. If it doesn't, then it's going to be about me kind of managing my triggers, which seem to be dehydration, because even the food poisoning, that'll have caused dehydration. So they think it's all linked to that. So I do try and drink 2 to 3 of these a day. Since my first art episode, I had to increase my salt. And I do try and look after myself as much as I can. I try and stay fit. I try and eat healthy. That's the thing that I struggle with the most. Obviously, if you watch me a lot, you'll know that. I do try and eat a lot of veg, but some weeks better than others. But yeah, I need to obviously keep drinking my liquids. This will be fitted for a long while now, so I just need to get used to that. It's weird because you can feel it through the skin, very weird. But overall, I'm feeling good, and I feel safer for having this because the last episode happened when I'd had a drink. I'm paranoid to have a drink just in case I'm not had enough liquids or anything, but the doctors have said, no, you don't need to stop drinking. They've said it's not related to drink, it is dehydration. So as long as I have my fluids before I have a drink, I mean, I'm not a big drinker anyway, but I'm a social drinker, so if I went out with my friends, I'd have a few, or when we go out in couples, we have a few. So yeah, I've still got that fear, and if it ever happens again when I'm drinking, then I think it's going to be a case of teetotal for me, unless I get this pacemaker fitted. But the second time, because I kept coming round when they were using the defibrillator on me, it's unbelievable how painful that is. But obviously it's doing a job. They cut all my clothes off me last time as well. So I've just got to take it serious. I've just got to try and get myself right. Like I said, it's my vagal nerve. I've tried to have a look, see if there's anything that I can do to help myself, but I'm doing everything that I need to do. So yes, I've got the loop recorder now fitted. I feel a lot safer for it, and I just need to, because I've been a bit stagnant this week, I just need to build up my energy levels. So anyway, I'll be having around 1,330 calories. I thought I'd just put that in, just to explain what's happening with me, because I know a lot of people think different things who've messaged me, but I just thought I'd clear it up so you know exactly what I suffer with. So yeah, vasovagal syncope, overactive vagal nerve, and at the minute silent migraines. So I also have asthma, things like that, but nothing major. But all in all, I am well. I just need to look after myself. I am feeling like I've put a lot of weight on, so I really, really need to knuckle down this week. So anyways, I am going to set off now for Kaylee. I'm not going to walk because it's been raining. So far, I have done 6,159 steps, which I'm quite happy with for first day back on plan. Hopefully I can get that up to 10,000, but like I said, I'm not going to be going to the gym till I feel 100% better, until this bruising's gone down and the scab's healed a little bit more. So I will show you everything that I eat today. We're already late on, so I'll show you breakfast and dinner now. It is a bit carb heavy, but if you'd have seen what I've had for the last week, you'll appreciate that it actually is a lot better than what I've been eating. So I'll catch up with you all soon. These are my snacks and my drinks for this morning. I'll pop the calories up on screen. So this is breakfast for 204 calories. It's 2 slices of the Aldi oatmeal, and I've got 14 grams of clover light, 7 grams on each slice of toast. So this is dinner for 346. I've got Morrison's large bread cake, 5 grams clover light, 3 slices of wafer thin chicken, and I've got 10 grams of reduced fat salad cream. So I need something sweet. I'm going to have this little pack of gingerbread men, which are delicious and only 88 calories.
So this is tea for 606 calories. It's one of the pies, the frozen pies from Morrison's. Steak pie, they're quite low calorie. Got mashed potato, homemade mashed potato, and plenty of vegetables. So this is what I'm finishing the day with. This is my second litre of dilute sugar-free. So I want to finish that. I did want to have 3 litres, but because I haven't been drinking enough last few days, I'm just finding it hard to drink as much as I normally do. So yeah, I'm just going to have that 2 litres. This is my 3rd can of pop. I've got a whip bar, I think it's 98 calories. And this takes me up to about 1,390 odd calories, but I will pop a screen scroll on just to show you. I wanted to finish as close to 1,300 as I could. But yeah, I wanted that sweet fix today, which the plan were not to have any snacks. But I've kept it low. I mean, the bag of ginger biscuits that I had were only 88. This is only 98. So I've not done too bad really for my first day back on plan. I've got plenty of nice food in for the rest of the week. Not a lot of vegetables, so I might have to call and get a few more. But things to go with vegetables, we've got plenty of. So tomorrow I'm at a show in the evening, watching my niece dance, and my sister-in-law, she's singing in the show. But I will be having my tea before I go, so that'll not be knocking me off plan or anything like that. And yeah, working tomorrow, working from home. Wednesday I'm working from the office, which I always find difficult because there's always lovely nice treats and stuff. So I'm hoping that now we've settled in a little bit more, this will be my 3rd time in the office, that we don't have any sweet goodies that I need to resist. So anyway, I'm going to take these upstairs with me. I'm going to complete this vlog, get this up, and I'm going to sit, relax and watch some YouTube and some Grey's Anatomy. So thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry that I've been missing so long, but I'm back now and it should be daily vlogs from now on. So thank you for watching, and I will catch up with you soon. Bye.